Assalamualaikum everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's start the video about the larynx. Larynx is an organ that provides a protective sphincter at the inlet of the air passage and is responsible for the voice production. It is situated below the tongue and hyoid bone and between the great blood vessels and then we will talk about the opening. It opens above the laryngeal part of the pharynx and below it continues with the trachea. The larynx is covered in front of intrahyoid strap muscle and at the sides by the thyroid glands. The framework of the larynx is formed of the cartilage that are held by the ligaments and the membrane, moved by the muscles and lined by the mucous membrane. This is the largest cartilage of the larynx and consists of two lamina of the hyaline cartilage that meet in the midline in the prominent V angle, and it is known as Adam's apple. The posterior border extend upward into a superior cornu and downward into a inferior cornu. On the outer surface of each lamina is an oblique line for the attachment of the muscle. Cricoid cartilage. This cartilage is formed of the hyaline cartilage and shaped like a signet ring, having a broad plate behind and a shallow arch in front. The cricoid cartilage lies below the thyroid cartilage and on the east sides of the lateral surface is a facet for the articulation with the inferior cornu of this cartilage. Posteriorly, the lamina has its own border on each side, a facet for the articulation with the arytenoid cartilage. All these joints are synovial, and now we will talk about arytenoid. There are two arytenoid which are small and pyramid shaped and located at the back of the larynx. They are articulate with upper border of the lamina of the cricoid cartilage. Each cartilage has an apex above the articulate with small corniculate cartilage and a base below the articulate with the lamina of the cricoid cartilage and a vocal process that project forward and give attachment to the vocal ligament. Muscular process that project laterally give attachment to the posterior and the lateral cricotinoid muscles. Now move toward next. Corniculate. The corniculate is a two small conical shaped cartilage articulate with the arytenoid one, and they give attachment to the aripigloid folds. The cuneiform, the two small rod shaped cartilage are formed in the aripiglotic fold and serve to strengthen them. The epiglottis, the leaf-shaped lamina of the elastic cartilage, lies behind the root of the tongue. Its stalk is attached to the back and the sides of epiglottis are attached to the arytenoid and by the epiglottic folds of the mucous membrane. The upper edges of this is free and the coverings of the mucous membrane passes forward on the posterior surface of the tongue as the median glossoepiglottic fold. The depression on the east side of the fold is called vallicula. The laterally this is the membrane passed into the wall of the pharynx. So in this we talked about almost all types of the cartilage available in the form of larynx, in which again we talked about the detail of the epiglottis and cuneiform muscles and corniculate cartilage and their shapes as well. If you have any query regarding that, you can ask me. Thank you so much.